Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of this Swansea FIFA 17 career mode. Throat is in a bit of a sore state this morning, hasn't really recovered after football antics yesterday, and I will be the first to admit as a Chelsea fan that Tottenham were the better side yesterday for sure and probably deserved to go through, but that's football. Chelsea found a way to get the win and go on to the final, but Spurs were definitely the better side. Anyway, there has been some calls in the comments to show squad report. You guys want to see a squad report, show the player ratings and the stats so far, which is exactly what we're going to do. But before we do that, we're going to be taking on Newcastle at home and Manchester City away. So that's not a great fixture. They're obviously having a much better season this time around than they were at this point last year. So that will definitely be a tricky game. They are down in 6th though, so probably not where they need to be. But let's jump straight into that game at home to Newcastle and see if we can extend that lead. It's only 2 points. It's been 2 points for a while. We can't seem to shake off the challenge of Stoke and Spurs, but we're only 8 games in. Let's just see what happens. So I've rotated the starting 11 a little bit today because I want everybody to be fresh for that City game. It's still a 4-2-3-1, but the likes of Carroll and Dolberg are in there. Kingsley is playing. I think Sam Byram's at right back as well. So looking for big performances from those guys, you know, as they try to force their way into our starting 11. This Newcastle side, not a great deal of quality in there for me. Tiote obviously been ever present for them. You can see Mitrovic on the bench, but other than that, I'm very confident of winning this game. Tom Carroll. I think Newcastle have set up very defensively here. They're getting a lot of bodies behind the ball, which is making it difficult for us. But Kessie, as I say that, finds Gylfi Sigurdsson. His first touch let him down. Oh, Michael Keane, what a challenge. Here is Gylfi. He's going to keep possession, luckily. Here is Williams, touches it on. Kessie, chance to hit one. Oh, he's gone low and hard and just dragged it past the far post. Here is Dolberg. Feels a bit sluggish lately, Kasper Dolberg. I know he's got a lot of potential. Oh, Gylfi. He doesn't feel sluggish. The shot wasn't great and it was blocked. But Dolberg needs to up his game a little bit. I think technically he's probably our best striker at the club, but he's just not showing it at the moment. I know he's been in and out of the team, but he needs to do better. He's got a chance to do that here. Carroll finds Lozano in the meantime. Nice little scoop turn from him. Going to lay it back. Dolberg onto Carroll. Need someone to run and hit this. Just nowhere to pass it. Rare chance for Newcastle to come forward. And they've got numbers here. We're a bit stretched. Challenges go in. Brilliant from Alfie Mawson. He's really been good. Really solid recently. Tom Carroll finds Lozano. We're hitting Newcastle on the counter-attack here. He scored from tight angles before. Can he do it again? Oh, it's poor goalkeeping. He spilled it. Anyone reacting to that had an easy tap-in. But the Newcastle defence get the ball away. Diego Jota, that's a good ball. Rare chance for Newcastle to get a shot on goal here, and they have. And Donnarumma had to turn it behind. Good goalkeeping. Half-time whistle goes. It's been a dominant display from ourselves, but we haven't been able to create any real clear-cut opportunities. Kessie probably come the closest to scoring, but it's not been good enough. Going to change a formation. So that's how we're going to line up for the second half. Newcastle are sitting so deep, so we're going to go to an attacking 4-3-3 formation. No changes just yet, though. Tom Carroll finds Gylfi Sigurdsson. He's got runners ahead of him. It's touched on by Kessie. That's a brilliant ball. Iñaki Williams could be clear of the defence. Going to have to take the shot. Oh, it's a good save. That time he parried it well away from danger. Good goalkeeping. So we've got a corner which we're going to fizz in towards that near post area. Dolberg, what an effort. Off the goal line. Real good improvisation there from Kasper. This time the corner goes a little deeper. Header from Iñaki. Oh, it's off the crossbar. Tom Carroll's effort is blocked. Oh, don't tell me it's going to be one of those games where we just can't score. Deserved a goal there. 2 really good efforts. Byram with the throw-in. Here is Williams, just going to put it into the box. Lozano is the one arriving. It's a good header as well. Probably the smallest player on the field, but he beat the defender to that. Comfortable stop, though. Here's Kingsley inside to Kasper Dolberg. And just lay one off. Williams. Dolberg gets it back. Might hit one on his left foot here. It's a clever effort. Wasn't that far away. Don't think he struck it as well as he would have liked, but it had the keeper scampering across. Let's just see how close that was. Because he was just trying to bend it in. It wasn't far away. Carroll, lovely back heel. Tom Carroll bringing the ball forward. Runs into the space. Gylfi's there. Oh, it's a nice little idea. Carroll has actually got there as well. And he stands the ball up. Oh, Gylfi. That's horrendous. 20 minutes to go. We're going to make a triple change. It's Dolberg, Sigurdsson and Carroll that are going off. They're all absolutely knackered. It's Nano, Pulisic and Josh Kimmich coming on. We've got to go for this now. Got to go for it. Rare chance for Newcastle to come forward. They've got space on this left-hand side. Alfie Mawson trying to defend. He doesn't want to dive in. Ball is cut back. Kessie has been out-muscled there. He stays down. And he's made 2 or 3 brilliant challenges while laying on the floor. Mate, that... Oh, what is this? Honestly, what on earth was that? The danger's not cleared. Mitrovic's header. And Donnarumma makes a save. But that was ridiculous. About 25 times they hurdled over him. What a joke. In the meantime, Pulisic finds Nano at the other end. He's going to continue his run here, Christian Pulisic, the substitute. Can he finish? Oh. He sliced it over. Here is Pulisic. He's looked lively since coming on. He's found Kimmich, the other substitute. What a challenge from Clark in the nick of time. Here's Mitrovic. He's got away from his man. Surely Newcastle aren't going to sting us here and win this game. Here's Tovan down the right. He's turned back. Is he happy to keep it in the corner or what? Seems that way. Kingsley isn't happy for him to keep it there and he's taking it off him. We can launch a counter-attack. Kessie knocks it inside. Here is Kimmich. If he looks left, Nano has made a run. And Nano is quick, as we know. He's got a chance here to fire us in front. Oh, what a save. Onto the post, but Iñaki Williams is there following up. I don't know what minute we're in. Must be it's the 90th minute. Iñaki Williams with another late goal in this series. We've stolen all 3 points, I think. The first save to deny Nano was absolutely incredible. Really good stop, but Williams, great technique to just smash that home. It was a difficult finish. It bounced up for him, but he kept his head and body over the ball and smashed it in. Oh, it's a little nutmeg there. What defending to do now. It would be criminal if we weren't to win this game. I think a free kick's going to be given. I'm actually going to change to park the bus because we were set at ultra attacking, I think. Is that the full-time whistle? It is. We were just about to set up a counter-attack, but the full-time whistle's gone. We've snatched it late on. More late drama in this series, but we definitely deserve the win. So good news and bad news on the injury front following that one. Sergio Roberto returns from his injury and can rejoin the training sessions, which is great. But a training injury for Alfie Mawson. I was singing his praises in the last game, saying how good he's been. He's going to be out only for 7 days, but still a little bit of a blow. So let's have a look at how Pep has lined up his City side. And he's done what a lot of the big teams do. Because we're Swansea City, who are not a big-name club, they've put out a much weakened side. You can see Paul Pogba on the bench for them. But they don't take into account that we're actually the Premier League winners and Champions League winners last season. So we are a very good side, but we're going to be without Roberto and Sanchez. So Kessie and Kimmich are going to play in those midfield roles. It's the same formation, 4-2-3-1. Kimmich finds Kessie into Gylfi. Going to hit one early. That's a great strike from Gylfi Sigurdsson. Curling in the corner. It's a good save. Here's Nano into Lozano. Oh, Smolnikov with a good challenge. Lozano could still be in. What a great pass. And Jason Denayer comes across and makes the block. Corner comes in. It's headed down. Ball drops loose. Lozano is there to pick it up. And his shot was blocked and deflected wide. It's another corner. Probably our 6th or 7th corner of the game already. Corner comes in. It's punched away by Gunn. Kimmich lays it out to Lozano. Going to create half a yard and hit the shot. And guess what? We've got another corner. This one is hammered in towards the near post. Kessie goes in there and he wins the header. Here is Diaz coming forward for City. Lemos with the challenge. Kessie. Lozano. City coming forward. Here's Fernando into Diaz. Oh, that's a nice ball. 1-2 with Gabriel Jesus. And they've fired City in front here. It's the first real attack that they've had. But they carved open our defence 5 minutes before half-time. It's good play. They just one possession in midfield and moved the ball so quickly. Lemos was just like, what is going on? What's going on? Here's Nano. Turns his man. He's got half a yard of space. Might hit the shot, Nano. Oh, it's a good try. It's a really good effort. Mistake there from Humphreys has allowed Sigurdsson to win possession back. Nano's going to strike it. Nano is going to equalise. It's another goal for the new boy. Incredible stuff. What a strike as well. But what were they doing at the back, City? Just, it was Humphreys that you can see there. Just no ball control. He was trying to dribble it out. Nano hit the shot early when he perhaps shouldn't have done. But it paid off. Oh, it's good footwork. City going to look to get themselves back in front here. Donnarumma with the punch. There you go, half-time whistle goes. It's 1-1. We weren't behind for long, but City showed they have got some quality despite this weakened side. They can still be a threat. So I think one of the reasons we do so well in this career mode is because we constantly play against weaker sides. I mean, when we play against teams in the lower to middle end of the Premier League table, they haven't necessarily got the quality in the squad to match ours. We've made some decent signings over these last few seasons, but when we play against the big boys, such as your Cities and your Chelseas, hang on, we've got the attack here. They put out weakened teams, so we're constantly playing against squads that don't have as much quality as we have. I really feel they should take into account form and league position before the big boys rest some players. But we're having a good spell of possession here, and that's commentator's curse, isn't it? Just giving the ball away needlessly. Oh, Grimaldo's one possession back. Here is Nano Trying to sidestep his man. Oh my god, Smolnikov turned into like Sonic the Hedgehog there. Did you see that? That turn of pace was ridiculous. Oh, Lemos with the header. We've got just under 20 minutes remaining. This second half has kind of just gone by without any real incident or anything happening at all. Gylfi Sigurdsson in the meantime has turned the defender. Going to try a low drive. Wasn't a good one. Kessie can't get there. Nano can. It's blocked and cleared away. But yeah, not been a great deal of opportunities for either side in this second half. But we're starting to turn the screw a little bit at the moment. Here's Williams. Going to stand the ball up. It's blocked. Semedo couldn't react. City coming forward. Gundogan, who's come on, finds Gabriel Jesus. What's he going to do here? He's into the box. Tries a reverse pass. Goes straight into the arms of Donnarumma. Williams sees the overlap of Semedo. He's got a runner ahead of him, but instead goes inside to Kimmich. Finds Sigurdsson. On towards Nano. He's got one man to beat. Might be able to beat him. Instead, he threads it through. It's Kessie. Real opportunity here for Kessie. How has that not gone in? It's literally just agonisingly hit one post and rolled along the line. Unbelievable. But if we get a winner, we're going to have to do it late on again. There has been a few late goals, so I wouldn't rule it out. Here's Gylfi. Going to finesse one from distance. Oh, wow, Gylfi. What an effort. Only 2 minutes to be added, so we're going to have to move this ball quickly. City have brought on the big guns. Gundogan, Pogba, as they're trying to just nick something out of this game. It's finished 1-1. Full-time whistle has gone. Twice in the dying moments, we come agonisingly close to winning this game, but just couldn't do it. It's finished 1-1. So before we look at the table, we're going to do a squad report as requested. Going to rattle through this quite quickly, but do feel free to pause it should you want to look at a player in more detail. Donnarumma, our goalkeeper, signed for £17.5 million. I think he's our #1 choice because this man has been poor when he plays. A lot of you saying to sell him. I'm not going to do that because I do believe he has decent potential. Nelson Semedo, ever present at right back when he's fit and available. Sam Byram, decent backup. Obviously, we brought him in from West Ham. His growth is not what we'd expect, though. He's still young. Is he young? He's 25 years old. I'd still be expecting him to improve as a player, but that doesn't seem to be happening despite the training. Michael Keane, real solid rock at the back for us, as is this man, but he finds himself getting less and less game time because Alfie Mawson is coming through and putting in some really decent performances for us. We've got Van der Horn as well. He gets limited game time, but obviously Champions League group stage and FA Cup, when that begins, we will start to rotate these players because there's a lot of talented players that don't make the starting 11 in our squad, but because of our early EFL Cup exit, we haven't had the opportunity to use them as much as we would like. The likes of Kessie, he would be starting in most Premier League clubs, but because of the other qualities we've got in midfield, you can see the players now, some really, really big name players here at Swansea, just due to our success and excellent business in the transfer window. We've got Renato Sanchez, hasn't played a lot. He always seems to be injured, which is something that's quite concerning. I don't want an injury-prone player because obviously it stuns their growth and obviously their valuation doesn't peak like it should do. But this guy's been unstoppable. 6 Premier League goals in 9 games. And we brought him in for 12 in a deal worth £12 million, which is absolutely incredible. Said it before, I want more from this man. I know he's sporadically in and out of the team. He's overall is 84 now, valued at 34 mil, but I know he's young. I know he's only 21, but we do want him to start banging some goals in because this man does that. 6 Premier League goals in 4 Premier League appearances. He's obviously keeping Dolberg. It's difficult because Nano, Dolberg and Dembele, all very good, all would probably get in the other any of the other Premier League sides. May not be necessarily as starters, but they'd get more game time than perhaps they're getting at the moment. But we'll look at the formation and perhaps change that up to accommodate those, but we'll see what happens. Lozano is a beast. His stats aren't showing it so far this season, though. He performs really well, but doesn't always have the end product. And then we've got Ben Woodburn, who last year showed a hell of a lot of promise. He's obviously on loan from Liverpool, the youngster. Thinking about bringing him in on a permanent basis, but we just cannot get him in the team. And this is what the Premier League table looks like 10 games in. Spurs still hot on our tails, 3 points behind. Stoke are starting to fade. They're starting to drop points. But along with us, they are the only other team that are unbeaten at this stage. They're just starting to draw quite a bit of games. Crystal Palace have propelled themselves into 4th spot. What a start to the season they have had. Then you've got Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Everton further outside of the European places. United and City dropped to 11th and 12th, which is disappointing for the Manchester clubs. Neither of which, I think, had a great season last year. Can't even remember who finished second. It might have been United, actually. United or Chelsea. Can't really remember. But Sunderland and Newcastle, both in the relegation zone. That's not good for the North East. And Hull City, after only winning 1 of their opening 10 games, are also down there. But Champions League action returns next. In terms of transfers, when the January transfer window opens, I think we've got about 25 mil to spend. So we can still make at least one decent addition to the squad. So start having a think to see who you might want to see us bring in. But that'll be it, guys. Drop a like if you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you again next time.